when was it over for you? It's never over when they file. Something was said, something was done, the light switch went off. It could be another year, it could be another 2, it could be 6 months. Something happened. The light switch went off in his head or her head, and then waiting on the opportunity to do what's already played out in their mind. It's premeditated. And it hadn't even been 5, 6 months since we separated, and she's pulling up like she has no emotional association whatsoever to
it hurts.
Like, this is the house, the square footage, the amount of things and moments that we shared in this house. How the are you pulling up to this house like this is just, I'm in the carpool lane at drop off at the daycare and pulling the off. In front of my house, I got tinted windows in my office. I got 5% limousine tint on my whole house. And in my office, which is in the front, I see everybody that pulls up. At a certain point, I'm so hurt and everything was so fresh, I couldn't go outside and get the baby out of the car seat. So I would send the caretaker out and do the interaction. So I'm now sitting behind the tinted window looking like, bye, I love you, and all of this happy ass. And I know that she know that I wasn't watching. So it wasn't like, I'm gonna show this, I'm out of this, man, I'm gonna give a, I'm good. And I'm just thinking to myself, who are you? What did I ever say and do to create such an extreme disconnect from the level that I believed that we were on and had to what you ultimately have done and how you're going about this whole, like, I don't know who this person is. So a divorce is a divorce. Breakups are breakups. We all go through it. But all that's been revealed to me in real time, it's been very hard for me to process this.
Why you didn't go out and do the exchange yourself?
I did it a few times. It became too unbearable for me to be in the presence of someone who's acting like I don't know who the you are. There is no emotional connectivity.
Is it possible that
I influenced her to try and get me for $20,000 a month for a 2-year-old? We never spent $20,000 on my daughter when we were together, and I had the money. Who spends that kind of money on a kid? She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child, and the credit card was wide open. So what the do you suddenly need that kind of money for?
You changed the quality of life.
You don't think that the quality of her life changed simply by entering his existence and his orbit?
He's saying with the high quality of life that we had, we didn't spend 20 bands. So now why is $20,000 a month needed if we never spent that?
Okay, but now the person that had it is gone. It's not that number that changes the quality of life. You changed it.
She left me, and she's trying to take my life with her.
Yes.
It does not work that way.
That's exactly how it works.
We have a prenuptial agreement that was extremely aggressive and very detailed, and we both gladly signed it because I was sold and oversold on all the that she's not interested in. So when the did you suddenly become interested?
But for men at your level, you catching the short end of it with 20 a month.
I'm not paying that. That's what they're trying to get.
There are men that they
Paying
banging
more.
A lot more.
Way more. You were born a man. There's a preset menu. What you say, what you feel, nothing is going to work in your favor.
What would you want the custody arrangement to be? Would you want full custody of your child?
I don't want full custody. I don't have time to have full custody for my first or second daughter. You stay at home, you lose your home. We gotta be out here in the field. We're lions, we hunting.
And that's why you gotta pay, right?
But that's why that number's 20, right?
Yeah.
She makes $160,000
Oh,
a
so
year.
she has a good income.
The needs of the actual child are fully met. Because if they wasn't met, are you on food stamps? Have you signed up for any type of public aid or assistance? Have you ever waited in a homeless line trying to get some free food?
She wouldn't be eligible with what she makes.
That's exactly the point. So you're making more than enough, and I'm making more than enough, so our daughter is just fine. You are trying to get 20 for you. That's why we did a pre-nuptial. Prior to the nuptials, this is what the I got, this is what the you got.
This is what I'm keeping.
And we're never gonna change the way we feel
I think y'all conflating.
when we're in our feelings. The premarital agreement was specific to our marriage. What a child gets, you can't put those terms in a prenuptial agreement. Family law court systems is gonna make the decision on what the child get. I'm telling you what she's asking for, what she's demanding.
You do like a split custody type of situation?
I'm at 50-50 for both of my daughters.
So you don't want them, like, when they're with her, even though you and your wife had a falling out, it may not not get along. You don't want her living a similar lifestyle to when she's with her as to when she's with you?
My daughter has never ridden on cotton seats. My daughters are fine. Me and mommy decided we don't want to be together, either I or she. Let's make sure the baby is good. This is not about your own personal self-interest and trying to maintain a particular lifestyle that you decided to walk away from. The lifestyle was here before you got here, and you can't take it with you because we had a child. Now, let's make sure the baby is good. My daughters don't live in the projects, and they don't live in poverty. But this square footage ain't got shit to do with what you about to go move into. This mine. I've worked too hard, man. So to try and take what I've worked this hard for, I definitely take it personal. Man, that. I'm good.
Take a stand for all men.
That's it.
Take a stand.
And at the end of the day, for the women that are the breadwinners of their family, which there's plenty, they feel this same energy when they go to court. Sometimes. But as far as men, there's a preset McDonald's menu. Go up in that you got proof, receipts, paper trail, footage, documentation that says she did, she said, she didn't do, she didn't say. And you like, what the just happened? What exactly is the point of me putting actual facts in these court documents to then not have them to even matter when you go to court? What are we doing?